What is up, guys? It's been over a week since I uploaded, and I am completely sorry for that. I've been taking my vlog camera all around, but I just didn't have the guts to vlog. So sorry about that. But other than that, I just want to say I am back. And I have a story for you guys. So other than that, let's get the vlog started. Let's do it. I'm back. Welcome back. And it's good to see y'all again. So before I get this story started, watch this video real quick.
Are you good? Yeah.
So yeah, you guys saw that. I got pulled over. And side note, if you guys haven't already, you should follow me on Snapchat. My little thingamajig will be there. So yeah, I got pulled over, and it wasn't because of a bad reason, or we didn't do anything illegal or anything like that. I was just with my friend Angel and my friend Alex, and we were just hanging out at Angel's house, and then another friend, his name is Frank, we were gonna go to his house and hang out. So we get in the car, and then we're heading down the street, and then my friend Alex was all like, my cousin needs to use the basketball because he wants to play, and the basketball's in the car. So we're like, alright. So there's two cars behind us, and we signaled them to pass by us, and they just didn't want to pass us. So we're just like, alright. So Angel does a U-turn so he could go back up the street, and while we do that U-turn, we look at those cars, and there were two undercover cop cars, and we're just like, uh-oh, what do we do? So we decided just to keep going, and Alex gave the ball back to his cousin, and then we went up the street, and then when we took the right, the cops are going this way, and then at first we're like, oh, they're probably looking for someone else. Next thing you know, they do a U-turn, and we're like, man, I think they're gonna go for us. So then we keep going because they didn't turn on the lights, and then we take like a left, and we're going down the street, and then right when we enter the trailer park, boom, turn on the lights. We pulled over. They called Angel at first, and they just asked a couple questions, who else was in the car, and then they called me out. So I get out, and then they asked me like, do I have anything in my pockets, like any knives or anything, and I said no. And they said who is in the back seat, and I told them his name, and they called him out. And then they basically put our hands behind our back, no cuffs or anything like that. And then they're basically nice cops. And then I overheard another cop like talking to another cop, basically saying, like, one of them said, do you even know what the car looks like? And they're like, no, we're just trying to figure out like where he is, and they're basically trying to look for someone. And basically when we made that U-turn, they thought we were that person. But once they found out we weren't, the main guy, the sergeant, was just like, oh, swing and miss. And everybody's like, yeah, swing and miss. So obviously they were looking for someone, but it wasn't us. So then they just let us go. So basically, yeah, that's the story and how I got arrested. And that was my first time ever being pulled over by a cop. And well, I guess I wasn't arrested. It was my first time ever being pulled over. But the crazy thing was when Angel got out, and then when they called me out, there was only like 2-3 cop cars there. And then once we got out, like 4 or 5 more just came out of nowhere. And it was like a big scene right there. And we're just like, we didn't do anything, so I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, that's the story of how I got pulled over by a cop. And again, if you guys aren't following me on Snapchat, you can follow me, put it again, and all my other ones for Twitter and Instagram. Follow me, and because I want to do Q&A one day, but I want to like put it through Twitter because it's like the easiest to get the questions. So if you can, please follow me on Twitter, and I will be tweeting out things. And if you notice, if my lips are chapped, sorry about that, I lost my chapstick. That's the story of how I got pulled over by a cop.